This is the Eastern Business Report, where we look at the business ecosystem in the Eastern region and discuss topics affecting the region's economy. But first, let's take a look at some of the major business and development stories making headlines across the Southeast, beginning here in Enugu, where the Governor of Enugu State, Peter Mbah, has sustained Enugu status as the cleanest state in Nigeria as he rolled out newly acquired equipment for environmental cleanliness, saying that a clean city is a healthy and competitive city ready for growth. Unveiling the new asset at the old government lodge in Enugu, Mbah, represented by the secretary to the state's government, Professor Chidebere Onya, restated his administration's commitment to sustaining Enugu's emergence as Nigeria's model green state in 2025. The Coal City State emerged the cleanest state and winner of the maiden Renewed Hope Model Green State Award in 2025. The equipment unveiled to sustain the prevailing environmental health include 10 brand new compactors, 7 automated street sweepers, and 200 modern dumpsters. The governor stated that keeping Enugu safe and clean was in line with his administration vision of growing the state's economy from the $4.4 billion inherited in 2023 to $30 billion by 2031. We are concerned that the nearly 6 trillion naira budget set out by the Southeast governors for this year may be undermined if the continued Monday sit-at-home order in the region is not reversed. Recall that the indefinite weekly sit-at-home order in Nigeria's Southeast region issued by the indigenous people of Biafra officially began on August 9th, 2021. As part of the state's government's commitment to increasing economic activities of the region through a more robust public infrastructure development, the 5 states plan to spend 5.7 trillion naira this year, with the governors pledging to dedicate much of the money to critical infrastructure development. Enugu State government has the biggest spending envelope, having passed its 1.62 trillion naira appropriation into law, which is followed by Imo State government with 1.44 trillion naira. Abia and Ebonyi State government follow with 1.02 trillion naira and 884 billion naira respectively, while Anambra at 757 billion naira has the smallest appropriation. Whereas the state government are reviving the engines of the dire regional economy with big public spending, they're also cutting on the local economies to raise substantial portions of the revenues. Moving to Anambra State, where the Anambra State government has approved infrastructure contract valued at approximately 16.7 billion naira, covering major road, electricity, erosion control, and urban renewal projects as part of efforts to boost economic growth, social cohesion, and quality of life across the state. The approval was granted at the first Anambra State Executive Council meeting of 2026 held at the Lighthouse in Awka, the state capital, where the decisions were disclosed in a press statement issued by the Commissioner for Information, Law MEFO. In addition to the contract award, the council directed the Ministry of Environment and the Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Orchard Brigade to commence enforcement of standard road setbacks along newly constructed dual carriageway across the state. The policy thereby mandates setbacks of 1.5 meters in built-up areas and 3 meters in other zones measured from drainage lines in line with international best practices for pedestrian safety and non-motorized transport. Moving to Imo State, where Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo has signed a memorandum of understanding with IDCL Surgicals Limited for the establishment of a robotic surgical center in the state. Speaking after signing the document, the government house, Owerri, Uzodinma said the initiative aimed at broadening and strengthening the state's healthcare system, affirming the administration's commitment towards attracting strategic investment and fostering public-private partnership for modernized healthcare delivery. He also said the center would serve as a research and training facility for medical professionals throughout the state and the country. Earlier, the head of the delegation and the consultant urological and robotic surgeon, Professor Kingsley Okweme described the project as a landmark initiative and the first of its kind in Nigeria, further stating that the initiative signifies a major stride towards advancing specialized technology-driven healthcare services in the state and beyond. And finally, from Akwa Ibom State, where the Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Emo Eno has reaffirmed his administration unwavering commitment to delivering the Ibom Deep Seaport project, a critical infrastructure aimed at boosting the state economy and transforming the region. Eno stated this during the MOU signing ceremony between the state government and the consortium in Government House Uyo, represented by Secretary to the state government, Prince Eniobong Owali. Governor Eno emphasized the project's significance, urging the consortium to work closely with the Akwa Ibom Investment Cooperation, the government representative, to ensure its timely execution. The governor, who said the project is a necessity for the people of the state, added that his administration is fully committed to putting the necessary requirement in place to get it on course. We're going on a quick break, and when we return, we'll bring you a report from our correspondent in Enugu and Imo State. Please stay with us.